it working? It's working. Fine. So we are 4. Fine. It's live. It's good. So I should probably... Actually, I need to test something. Do you see my window, or do you see only PAC? Okay, so you see my window. Which means I can go in Discord. You shouldn't see Discord, right? You don't. Which is perfectly fine. That's what it's supposed to be. And I can open a tier list. Can I? Like, I can do some tier lists while we are all waiting. Okay, so which one do we need to do? I think I didn't do my synergy tier list for dispatch. So while we are waiting, we're probably just doing this, right? I'm doing the synergy tier lists. Okay, so do you see it? I think you do, right? Yeah, everything's working perfectly fine. So while we wait, 3 people should take some time, at least. We're doing the synergies. So how do we name it? The usual. S tier is tier 0. A tier is tier 1. B tier is tier 2. C tier is tier 3. Tier needs a rework. I think we're 8. No, 7. It's still okay. Tier 0 means basically broken. Tier 1 means strong but not super strong. Meta strong but healthy strong. Wait for preloading. 20 sec. Like, so this will be meta strong. This will be rogue tier, like good, but just tiny bit less good than the meta. This is weak, maybe playable, but definitely weak. And this is either toxic, so needs a rework, or so weak that it can't work in its current form. Right? So we won't have really the time to do it right now, because we will play, which is the priority. And actually, I should also advertise my live, right? Should I not? I'll do it after this game. If some people just happen to know my YouTube channel and find this live, fine. Should be. But actually, I just know for a fact that these lives are more likely to be watched in replay, which is perfectly fine. So, as Aoshao, Aksu, and Kurt's balls, all these are terrifying. Even Little. Little is able to perform quite well in strong lobbies. I see Chepamon a lot. I don't think I've been impressed by them yet. Still some things to learn. And Juragan TV, I don't know. Like, when you have TV in your name, you may be a super strong streamer with 1000 Elo, you just happened to begin the game, or maybe you're just weak. You never know with these. So just take the game seriously. Play it like everyone is a professional, and then you won't be disappointed. So this is what we do, right? 2 rock units, and we lock the babies in the shop. But this you should be used to by now. It's a strat that I've been using for ages. Because I do not think that 2 babies can beat the Eradicate, but I need these to build my later comp. even though the Raticate is now way weaker than before. So we've got the 3 babies very early on. This is really OP. So I'm locking it, selling every single one of these units, and we're fighting a Raticate. So I'll go in the corner, because it actually doesn't matter. So we've got the 3 babies, 2 hatch eggs, 1 sound unit, and the mana. This is already starting to look like a sound game. So if you didn't know, as long as you can get some Stardust early and a few mana items for Flute, sound is broken. Like invincible tier broken. It's probably as strong as Dragons at its prime, when Dragons was like 3 teams per game that secured top 1 through 3. So this existed, and I believe sound is probably gonna be just like this patch. Which is honestly frightening. So it's a Mystic Water. We need as much mana as we can, basically. And you both go on the sides of Azurill, so it should not get focused. This is probably how you play this round. So these I will keep. These I will buy, so I'm not getting them again. They keep them to the side. I won't be keeping them. So I only needed Zubat for commons. 9 Zubats, if the game gives them. And the Flabébé. This is looking pretty neat. If we can get the seed, we're invincible. Okay, so everything's going according to plan. So now I should just be playing babies, right? So you and you, I sell you. You go in the front, you 2. I keep these on the side because they're important. And because I can't go to 20 goals, that's just the way it is, I'm buying everything, just to empty the shop. So now I need Zubats, I need Flabébés, and that's pretty much it, right? I can get some Igly buffs, but I can't have it evolve early on. And of course I need to int my rounds. I must have the weakest comp possible. Make sure I lose. So I sell you. What do I want here? Probably the ice. I probably want the ice. So you evolve, which is neat. I'm gonna put... Who's weak here? It's a second Azurill, right? Far from the first. To make sure it dies. Right? So this should be my weaker composition. And we stay at 20 golds. It would be terrible to have win these rounds. And can you please focus my unit? So we have fairies against dark. This was really starting to look bad. However, so fairies suck, right? So we'll take the Psychic instead. I'll sell you, and I have like this fellow in the back line. This should be weaker. I do not activate fairy this way. Centering these a bit more so they get focused more easily. And we hope to get at least like 2 eggs. If we are lucky, we can get 3. Here we have 40% chance, so we are actually lucky if we get an egg. Next turn is 60%, it's already more likely to happen. So we get an egg, we are lucky. What is it? Okay, it's Geodude, which is fine. We're going to 50 gold and then we will roll at level 4, I think. Or maybe actually, no, I shouldn't go level 5. Never should I, because I want to lose. So I should just roll level 4 and try to get gold bats. So I have only 2 sound units. I need a bit more. So what do we need here? We maybe need... I should try to get a fossil in order to make Sylvian. I think Sylvian is a core part of the composition. Should definitely try to get my hands on a fossil. So some more mana. Always take the mana when you're given it. Oh, but actually there's Cricketooth. Actually, I'll take Cricketooth. I'll take Cricket. A Flabébé, which is neat. I sell you to get Zubat. And I check. Oh, okay, so I already checked. It's Froakie. 4 Zubats, 2 Flabébés. And we are level. We are at 50 gold, so we can soon roll. So we can make a strong composition to beat Gyarados. Can I at least kill 1 unit? Yes, I can. So this is a rival here, probably trying to play Sound 2. And there's no Ibat available, so we'll try to get this also. Third egg, okay, so we sell all these. I'm getting you on my board, and you, of course, and you in the front. I'm buying the level, getting you on the board. And I'm having you hold this item, right? And this should be able to beat Gyarados. Should be. Hopefully. Please beat Gyarados. Maybe it's not beating Gyarados actually. Gyarados is way too strong for me. That's unfortunate. And that was unexpected. Really, really unexpected. I need a sound portal, and here is one. So sound looks contested. I'm still going to roll for a bit because, yes, I need this exactly. And with the Chime Show, so I'm going to level 6, putting the Chime Show, evolving it, of course, getting him here, and this is the 6th sound unit. So we're broken, right? Right now, we're broken. I expect. And what do I do with this stuff? Do I need to do attack speed? I could, but I'll check what my composition does right now before I do anything stupid. I'll just look how things look, and it looks already broken. So if we check the damage recap, okay, so no, it's not a 1v9 Chime Show time. Sometime it is. So this is the fossil. I should take the fossil. I could take a seed, but I will take the fossil, because I expect to evolve E sometimes in the future. And now I should just roll and try and get Zubats. And I get the Eevee, so all I need is no scale. I can get you, probably better than some of my units if I can evolve you. So the units I keep will actually depend on the unit I can evolve. Right? I'll keep the units that evolve and just get rid of those that don't. Now we should just be easily winning. So I need a scale, and unfortunately there's no scale, so I'll just take the mana that's coming right toward me. Who isn't staying in this comp? You are likely staying, and you are likely not, right? Froakie, I'm selling you to be able to keep this Iggly buff. I think that's the best course of action. But so who is not my priority? First of all, main scarf, that's for flute. I think I'm just doing an upgrade for Yoko. Chimcho. Yoko is its French name actually. I'm probably not keeping Eagly buff, let's be real. So I'll buy this, and I'm probably just doing this. Right, Eagly buff isn't staying. And we keep rolling. I'm not even looking at what's happening on my board. It should pretty much be okay. I need frontline, I don't need it. We're getting a full bench. We need to somewhat get lucky with what we draw. Right. So this, I should be playing it like instead of this fellow right here. Should probably be playing Woobat. No, I want this fellow to be boosted. Yes, so we get what we need, so we can go to level 7. We can go to level 7 here. So my front line was blasted away. This should be looking bad, but by a matter of fact, it's just not. Do I play this, Jangmo? I don't think I do. I don't think I do play Jangmo. There's no place in my composition. It just has no place. Next thing I enter is Alolan and Graveler, just to have some frontline. Boom. And now I roll for rare units. I should try to evolve my my rares. However, if I'm given a Snover, I will not ignore it. This comp has this, the particularity to generate a shit ton of mana. So if you got a unit with a super strong cast with CC, you just take it and put it on your board. We're kinda unlucky with our components, right? We do not really get what we want. I'll pick the Never Melt Ice and just give some defense to my front line. This is neat. I could also be playing this. Okay, and this is perfectly fine. Or maybe Choupette is the strongest unit when you generate mana, right? Maybe Choupette is just the strongest. So I'm selling you. This could be a fine frontline too, if I'm given the opportunity to play it. Like maybe this Jangmo replaces Kricketot, right? And so I should go for level 8. I also need to find some Woobats, so maybe I'm still rolling for a bit. Yes, I should be rolling for a bit. We do not get what we want, just remember that we are contested. Okay, so this is actually insane. I'm selling this, I'm selling this, I'm selling this, I'm buying this, and I lock. This is actually insane what's happening right now, so we're going to level 8 as fast as possible. I don't think we'll be playing Eevee. I just don't think we will. However, what I think and what happens may differ. So I still get a scale if the game gives me the opportunity to take the scale. And the game gives me the opportunity to take the scale, so we are playing Eevee. But that's not what matters right now. So we're getting rid of Kricketot. We're just getting rid of it. We don't need Kricketot. We're having EV enter the comp, selling Cricotot, and now it's broken time. And I will just spend not all my golds actually, I should not. So this is my level 8 unit, right? This is my level 8 unit that will just clone itself out of control. That's the plan. We have a ton of mana generation. We should easily be able to clone ourselves out of control. Not that we need it, because the comp is broken, but we should easily be able to do it. So if we're easily able to be broken, let's just be broken, right? Did we already beat our show? No, so we just never played this guy with his normal comp. Okay, so we don't know if we actually beat him. I think we do, but I have no proof. I think we do, but I have no proof. Is this actually another game where we sell Crobot? Because there's the stage 20 legendary that's coming, and I'm just wondering who is going out of this comp. Obviously, Golem can go out of the comp, right? Golem is not a very important part of what we are doing. However, it's a neat frontline, so I don't think I want to get rid of it so anytime soon. It's doing its job pretty fine. Now, outside of the 6th sound, including flute, you can pretty much play anything. Anything that has a strong spell, because it will be able to spam it. So now I'm just playing Bannet for that exact reason. Placing Bannet here, so other dark units should not dash over there this easily. Right? And I'll be stacking. Just because I want Iyoko to be... Chimcho, sorry, to be protected from darks. Right? Iyoko should not be dying so easily. I just don't want it to die. So... yay. So this is a component that will not be able to be completed because I lost to Gyarados. Which is just me sucking ass, actually. But no problem. As you can see, we didn't need this item, right? You don't need it. There's a lot of sound portals. If I can get my hands on this one, this is the best case scenario for me. I don't even know what other people are playing. Honestly, I'm not even looking at what's happening. I just know I win. That's how stupid it is. So let's take Meloetta. And who does Meloetta replaces? I think it replaces this thing that couldn't evolve. Right. So Will's Psychic shouldn't matter all this much. Maybe it matters, but well, that's how it is. I'm going to level 9 because I can. I'm going to level 9 just because I can, and because it will allow me to enter some really strong legendary units. I don't know who to give this component to, honestly. I just don't know. And that's too easy. Right? That's just too easy. Actually has a really solid composition. Really solid composition. I'm impressed, honestly. I'm honestly impressed with him. Or them, as far as I know. I know if a lot of girls play this game. Not that it matters. But as a French player, I've learned that to be polite in English, you have to say them when you do not know the gender of a person. Because in French, the neutral is actually the masculine. But in English it's just the neutral. You say them. I've been taught this at university. I just never knew it before. So just another sound comp here, and it's looking pretty strong. So maybe we lose to them. Like we're even getting destroyed. So what's happening? It's just Psychilia. It's just Psychilia that destroys us. So we happened to kill it, but it was too late. So I definitely need something more, right? But this mana egg will be contested because Kurtz has less HP than I. Or maybe it won't. Maybe I can get it actually. This is neat. Hopefully it makes a difference. So if I lose to sound with sound, it still proves my point, right? So I'm not too disturbed. I can lose to sound. No problem. I'll admit my loss if it's sound, right? No reason not to. Who am I giving it to? Probably to Crobat, right? This is a Crobat item. This is a definite Crobat item. So my backline was just one-shotted against this sound comp. So I didn't get to play. Which is unfortunate, but it's just expected to happen. Actually, I should not corner my comp. I should have them in the middle. And look how fast Bannett went out of control. So I'm denying the rolls. I do not want the other sound player to get to play it. I just don't. Okay, let's see how this goes. This should actually avoid Chime Show walking awkwardly all the way up there. Focus units, right? This is why we are playing this this way. So dark comps are actually pretty good. Just because Fairy isn't flavor of the month. It's been spammed too much, people don't want to see it anymore, which I understand. So we get Ghastlies. I don't think I want to play them. Like, this unit is super neat. I should just copy what's working on other boards, right? Should just copy. Copy and paste what's working on other boards. I will not be trying to play the God of War. It's way too unlikely to happen. It's way too unlikely to happen, actually. So I'm not taking the bet. That will be stupid. I am, however, giving a Pokédoll to you. I do not want you to be blasted away. And I know for sure that you can be blasted away. I just don't want it to happen. Well, we are not getting what we want, are we? Okay, so we are selling all those. I'm trying to play Mega Bannet, if you didn't notice. I'm trying to play Mega Bannet. If I can get my hands on Mega Bannet, I should be able to beat Kurt's Balls. Probably. Or at least I hope I am. That's not even for sure though. His comms look really insanely solid. I should probably be rolling down, right? If I want to have the time to get what I want. But I'm not in the mood for rolling down right now. I'm not in the mood for that right now, and actually Kurzballs lost to someone. I don't know who, but to someone. Maybe to me? Maybe to me, actually. So, yeah, this makes a pretty big difference with what happened before. And I think Aoshashu lose to any of us, so we should be losing, right? No matter who he faces. I don't think his scum can handle. So we won't be able to play Mega Banet. Probably. This is the end of the game, right? No, it's not. Okay, so Kurzball survived. I'm fine with it not being the end of the game. I'm getting some defense. And no, I'm definitely rolling down. Right? If I'm not rolling down here, when am I even rolling down? So boom. What can we get? We can get a Rals, but that's not useful, so I'm selling it. I should not be expecting to evolve my my legendaries to the ultimate stage. Yeah, that's not what we expect to happen, right? However, it will be neat if it did. It would be neat if it did happen. So I can have it on my board. Who do I replace? Who do I replace? I think it's you. Yeah, it's you. It's you. I replace you with the 4th fairy. So you can go. You can take your leave. I'm not getting Mega Banet, by the way. This is not possible. With this amount of gold I have, there's no way in hell. So if you think that I could have gotten the Guard of War, just know that it's the same unit that comes again and again. They're just not available. I think I take the Dawnstone. I take the Dawnstone, I give it to you. And can I somehow get another Psychic? So this is when I wish I can get a Subat. I can. And I can replace... Who do I replace? It's probably you, right? So Psychic 4, Fairy 4. Playing the synergies of other units. And I hope it works. So Banet is going out of control. And it's a GG. GG easy! Just getting the sound of the victory because I like it. Yay! Sound versus sound! Versus somewhat sound! That's the meta we don't like! But that's the meta we will play! Right? We will definitely play this meta. Because it's too easy. Like, tell me, what did I ever do? I sold a ducking crowbat. I just sold a ducking crowbat. What else is there to say? I took all my early resources to evolve it. Then I sold it because it didn't matter. How is that fair? So Subat seems to be really strong in the comp because it opens Psychic 4. However, it's not needed. It's definitely not needed. Even without him, I think I bet Kurzballs pretty hard. So it opens the Kirlia carry. And Kirlia is a really strong carry. But even without stuff, you know. But you've got some other means to do damage, right? So he chose to play... I could activate Psychic 4 because I had the Dawnstone, but actually I could just have played other units than Golem, and and ban it if I had wanted to, but I think ban it can go out of control just with some mana generation, which is just what happens in sound. And this is a pretty neat frontline. It did its job really well. It survived for a long time in every single fight, and so I wasn't in the mood for getting rid of Golem. I think it was just working perfectly the way it was. So pretty neat. Really very neat. So I'm creating a lobby. JNT live with TMT YouTube live with 8. Right? This is probably what we are naming it right now. And so I will be going on YouTube. So you shouldn't see anything funny. You shouldn't see anything funny yet. I will still have you see a dark screen for some time. Okay, sorry, just let me take the time to go on my YouTube channel, get the link to post it on Discord. So it's perfectly fine that you don't see anything, that's intended right now. I just need to get the link of my live to publish it. So where is it? Is it there? So it should be in there, yes. And so if I go to it, I should be able to go on YouTube, or at least to get the link. Can I not? Yeah, it's there. It's just there. So I'll copy this link. Close the window. Please close it. Yes. And you'll see my screen again. I'll make it full screen so that's not too disturbing for you. And I will just go advertise me on Discord. It will be live now, playing PAC, coming out, even if I don't answer chat. Okay, neat. So we are 6. So we can start the tier list, right? So of course, I don't think I have to prove my point anymore, but sound is tier 0. It's just stupid broken. It's just stupid broken when you get the good items. Sound is stupid broken. Because of sound, Psychic is up there. And even by itself, I think Psychic could be between these two. So right now, Psychic is meta. So is Ice, because Psychic is strong, Ice is naturally getting strong too. That's facts. Dark seems to be good, but you can't play Dark every time, so Dark is Rogue tier. Dark is Rogue tier solely because Fairy exists, so in a game where Fairy is played, you can't play Dark at all. So waiting 30 sec for preloading. And as you can see, like, I hadn't even finished preloading myself because I wasn't on the window, right? So I'm waiting 30 seconds. Just for the sake of it. Now should be 20. Like, if I launch the game right now, like, there's no way Elixorb isn't having a tough time loading, right? So it should be 13, if I'm correct. So I'll just wait 10 seconds. I'm actually pretty good at figuring how much time has passed. It's something I trained where I was really playing on the edge when I was supposed to get up in the morning, when I was in my prepa, like the one of the highest kind of studies you can do in France, and every single minute of sleep actually counted. So I just woke up in the morning and stayed in my bed for as long as I could, and so my brain naturally trained to understand how much time had just passed. So we're not getting Aeolian to play, right? This guy isn't loading. Oh, he is. Fine. I should have just taken the Sky Tower. I just love the music of the Sky Tower. That's my bad. Maybe we're on a cursed map. So there are some maps that are actually really ugly. Like the lava cave, I think it's kinda bugged. Next time it was just vomiting colors onto my eyes. I don't need this music. So I don't need this music, but I need these two units because those two units beat the Raticate, and that I am sure of. So I've seen it happen. With these two units I beat Raticate. Position just like they were. So I will be able to sell all of those, and well, maybe it's me being lucky. Maybe it's just the skies giving me some some course of actions. But we already have the 3 babies with Wiggly Buff, so and we already have the fossil. And Sound is actually resilient to fossils because it can evolve Eevee. So this is neat. This is exactly what we want. I'm really happy with what's happening right now. And we're winning. Of course we are. Of course we are. And this is our scale. This is the Fairy Stone. So this is it, right? This is definitely it. So with the you are the fairy, right? So you are entering my camp for this fight. It may be me being lucky. However, by a matter of fact, I'm getting these babies. By a matter of fact, I'm getting these babies, so some crits. This is not what I want. I want mana. Can I get some mana? Oh, mana is coming right towards me. Don't mind if I do. So I'm selling all those. And because I have no shot at getting an egg turn 1, right? The chances of getting an egg with egg 3 with no losses is 0%. So I'm just playing water 3 in order to fish a unit and sell it to get 1 or, if I'm lucky, 2 more golds. This is the plan, right? Getting as much gold as we can, and the best course of action is to sell eggs. But when you can't sell eggs, you just fish Pokemons. Okay, so we still want to lose. So please, can you beat me? If we win, it's terrible. And we just win. Elixorb is terrible what's happening right now. But it's also good. So the mana, of course the mana. It's also good that we get this unit, but we're probably not playing babies, right? Actually, we may be, if we lose the next few rounds. We could be playing babies anyway. However, we will do it this way. We'll be doing it this way, just because in order to get 30 gold I need to sell my Pichu, because I have another Pichu that I can actually keep in my shop, which is the better way to keep the Pichu. So Dre is playing Psychic. We'll have to deal with it sometime. And we're at 40 goals. So I won't be entering babies this turn. Definitely won't. But I'll keep the Pichu. I'll keep the Pichu nonetheless. And I should separate my units in order to not get a focus, to make sure I lose. I don't want to win a single round right now. If I win, it's just terrible. Oh, we can't win against this thing. We can't win against this thing. Yellow actually loves playing the chain win. I always see them playing the chain win. Which is perfectly fine by me. Like, playing the chain win helps me get my win conditions, so suit yourself. And I'm setting you to be able to enter the Pichu. That's staying in the back. And I'm keeping... Actually, I'm setting you, keeping the Zubat, unlocking the shop so I can get the Eevee next turn. This is probably my best play. So 40% chance to get an egg. Quite low, but if we get it, we're happy. If we don't, that's just fair. Okay, so we don't, which is just fair. What do I need? I think I get the crits. I think I'm getting the crits. Of course I get the Eevee. I take the Zubat. And I don't want to roll right now because I still want to lose, so I do not want to take the risk of evolving Zubat. I will roll during the round. I can, however, already do this. This is gaining me time. So I'm rolling right now. Zubat, fair, neat, everything that we want. Oh no, I think I evolved something that I didn't want to evolve. Yeah, I didn't want to evolve you. This sucks. So I'm entering this fellow, setting you, entering this fellow. And who's the last unit that will fight for me? It's a random U. It's a random U. Actually no, it's another sound unit, right? It just has to be. Hopefully we beat the Gyarados this time. However, as you could see, it didn't even matter. So that's just how strong this composition is. You do not even need to win your rounds. That's so stupid. So, but we're getting it. And now, Sound Portal. There are not that many. One is coming right towards me. Hopefully, this guy does not want it. Hopefully this guy does not want it, and I will need a seed sooner rather than later, because no, I have no Yoko. Oh, I will not be playing a Yoko, I will be playing Chatot. So this is new, and we'll have to see if it can work. So Chatot is actually really fine. It just is. So 3 ranged, good carry potential. I don't think I want to build my items just now. Evolving this fellow. Fine, that's not my goal. But I am happy with that. Okay, the Zubat. Can I get some more? Not this turn, it seems. Probably next turn. Probably just next turn. So we win this round without even stuffing our units. That's honestly unfair, but that's just how things are. I will take this. I will take this. Honestly, is it crit? It's probably crit. I should keep rolling until I get the Crowbot, right? I'm committed. I'm committed to rolling. Okay, this is a nice little evolve. Getting a tough time having our unit. Despite knowing it doesn't even matter, you know. So what here? Nothing really interests me. I'll just take some attack speed, I think. But nothing here was really what I needed to get. I may just go to level 6. I may just go to level 6 actually. Playing like this. Giving of course a mana egg to float. That's just how things go. In these parts. And I will play an X-ray vision on you. Because you're 3 ranged. Not even sure I want to do a box with those. It will depend on my next component. A lot of things will depend on my next component actually. So right now we are not all that strong. Right now we are not all that strong. It is perfectly fine. Keep rolling. Maybe it's a mistake. Maybe it's a mistake. If we just do... And I will be rolling somewhat down right now. Yes, just because I want the Crowbot. Actually, you know what? It's a Wonder Box and Crowbot. Should make a huge difference. Our stuff is not ideal. We still need a seed to get the Pokémonomicon on Uncharted. Once we get the Pokémonomicon on Uncharted, we should be fine. The item synergizes with Uncharted a lot. So I'm setting this fellow right now to get to 50 golds because it's not like I need it all this much even. It's not like I need it all this much even. This comp is perfectly fine by itself. And now I should be trying to get units that complement it. So probably fairies, right? There are dark comps, so if I just play fairies, they're ducked. So this is probably Sound 6, Fairy 6. Is it not? Probably just Sound 6, Fairy 6. This is unfortunate. But we can get the Earth Scale, or we can get the Charcoal. I think it's just the Charcoal. It's just some max revive on you. And I do not have the fairy unit that I want to enter my comp, so I'm not getting the level right now. I'll be getting the level soon, but not right now, you know. So these fire comps are really hurting us. They're really spiking strong. And we may not have time to do what we want if we do not do it fast. So I'm entering the fairy, and hopefully that helps. But we are really weak to fire comps, it seems. Which was unexpected. I didn't expect to be weak to fire comps, to be honest. I was instead expecting to be quite strong against them. But it seems like whenever you do not get Chime Show, things are going pretty bad. Way easier. So we happen to be able to play this round, this time. But it's really close. It's really close. Okay, so what I do need is a seed. And what I also do need is to evolve this fellow right here. Because this is my fairy. This is my fairy. It just has to be... So, Mikon Chatot, of course. And this is the fairy that I will be playing. So you can be sold. And I don't think I'm evolving you anytime, right? I'm probably... No, I'm not replacing you actually. Next turn we probably enter Whismer. I should be going towards normal 3. Like my level 8 is probably Whismer and my level 9 is like Bunny. I think that's my end game right here. We go to level 8, we enter the Whismer, we go to level 9, we enter the Bunny. And if we get the Bunny earlier, we enter the Bunny before Whismer. But it's not likely to happen. So we should not be expecting it. Right, we just should not. Of course, anytime we can evolve Jangmo-O, we do. Of course. But we should not be expecting to evolve Jangmo-O either. Without rolling, I mean. Like maybe I can do some rolls level 8 to evolve Jangmo-O. But I think before I get the Bunny, it doesn't even matter all that much. Getting the Mikon is usually huge, but right now Tauros seems to be really insane. It's getting strong and it's winning. Fine. Actually not fine, but acceptable. Like, what even is this stuff on Tauros? So that's just a really lucky draw, is it? Probably just a really lucky draw. Fine. May as well happen sometimes. I will really need to improve my gameplay, right? I will really need to improve this composition. Or else, I may not be able to go to level 9. Mana crits. Mana crits. Fine. Taking these. So all the portals that I wish for are going away from me. Fortunately, I could get my hands on one of them, but things could have been ugly. So I think it's Cresselia. It's Cresselia time. And I'm of course getting the level. Cresselia time. Who is getting the crits? I think it's of course you. It is of course you. And now let's just hope that we can get to level 9. If we can't, that's just how it is. If we cannot get to the level we look for, so that's just how it is. If I lose with a broken comp, I mean, that's a good sign, right? That's just a good sign. However, I don't seem to be losing this time against Plagued. I don't seem to be losing to Plagued. So actually it's a fairy game, right? It's definitely... Now that we have Cresselia, it's a fairy 6 game. So the bunny replan just crumbles! Who's my last fairy? Okay. I think we just take the Swablu. And in the time being, we'll be replacing it with Tinkatink for as long as we can. Okay, so this time Taros didn't get the best items, so we beat the guy. Spell crits? Spell crits would be insane. Lucky Egg is acceptable too. But spell crits are insane. Lucky Egg was acceptable too to boost my backline. But my backline doesn't need to be all boosted. However, Kirlia to be able to carry definitely needs some crits. Definitely needs some crits, right? So if on the birds rounds I can get the claw, if I can get the claw, Kirlia will be destroying compositions all by herself. I say herself, but it's definitely just the case, right? In this game, Kirlia evolves into Gardevoir every single time. Actually, no, Gardevoir can be male. So, well, I was sexist. I was sexist. Sorry for purist Americans that could eventually be watching this stream tonight. I know to some Americans these things matter a lot. For us Europeans, that's just not the case as much. So I'll be keeping my gold until the birds are over. It's been a while since I fought Dre, right? What is this guy even playing? Is it fire? Yes, it's the strongest fire comp. So we'll see. We'll see if we can beat the strongest fire comp out there. Seems like we can, but it's close. It's really close. I think we can beat him. Just this time wasn't... We didn't get the cut, but I think we can beat them. That's just close. Like, we didn't get the confusion procs, probably. It will depend on the item we get right now. So Chatot isn't as overpowered as Chime Show, which is to be expected. So this is a power lens, or maybe an assault vest. No, actually, I think it's an assault vest on Chatot. It's a Chatot vest. And I enter the 6th fairy. And now I just roll. Because I may as well, otherwise I won't have time to roll, right? And this is likely our final comp. I don't think we got enough resources to do anything more. So if this doesn't work, well, we tried our best. This should hopefully work, but if it doesn't, it's just how it is. Which is perfectly fine, like I can accept a loss. I can accept a loss, it's only fair. Like, we do not get the Chime Show, but we are able to secure a good top either way. So Chime Show is really the problem, right? It's Chime Show is broken. It's definitely Chime Show was broken. Like, Obscurox was telling me on Discord that he will just 1v9 with Chatot, So of course the X-ray glasses was not the best item, but it was the only item that I had, right? And unfortunately there was not a single water comp in this game, despite water comps being rampant in the current meta. So these glasses were actually not the best bet on my end. But I couldn't really do anything better with it. So that's just how it is. Not a lot of mana items either, but with Yoko it wouldn't have mattered. Like, it wouldn't have mattered at all. So yeah, neat game. These fire comps hurted us a lot early on. Because these were here early, sorry, I actually lost a lot of HP. I should have built a lot of defense this game. Like, all those comps are physical, and I had some magic resist. Which is just what sometimes happens. So not a lot of crits against my fairy comp. Fine, I don't think I will be playing the fairy variants really often. Anyway, let's create another room. So, GMT YouTube live with 8. So it's not sound, the synergy, that is broken. Let me be clear. It is two sound units that are Flabebe and Chime Show that are absolutely broken. And I think these two units, or at least one of them, deserves to be hotfixed. Now, I have no problem with hotfixes. The devs of PAC don't like it, but I've played League of Legends for years, and there are hotfixes all the time. 2 to 3 times per patch. This is just perfectly normal. So I know that Riot Games has a lot more data than PAC devs, of course. But when some things are just painfully obvious, you can just fix it. Right? You do not really need stats to see that Iuko is destroying the game right now. I don't mean to destroy Iuko, but tune down its stats just to see if that helps in the first time. I see no problems with that. Right? I know that the devs do, but we disagree. We disagree on a lot of points. We agree on a lot of points. It's just how human beings are. You know, they agree and then they disagree, and that's perfectly fine. But in my opinion, like, sound is a hotfix for these two units. Maybe without Shamsho, Flood can be in the game, but I don't think it's really healthy. Anyway, to give mana to all your board. So that should be a synergy thing, not a unit thing. So, the tier list, right? While we wait for people, we'll just do the tier list. I should get the sound though. Hopefully we get to see people at this time of the day, right? So, if we don't find people, I'll just cut the live early. I'm fine with that. But we have tier lists to do, so we've got some content to make. What about all these synergies now? And I'll be eating. Sorry for the noises. If you do not like ASMR, well, just mute me. I'm hungry. I need to eat. To eat, not to heat. Well, anyway. So flying, meta. I think flying is still meta despite the nerfs. Not the strongest of comps, but definitely good. I've seen it perform quite well. So who did have games? So it's Ryber. So I will just indicate them that I'm ready, right? Like by doing this. And then what about normal? It's tier 2. Don't think it's really strong. Don't think it's weak either. But it doesn't make the cut against the strongest comp. Fire is definitely up there somewhere. We'll order these synergies later on. Ground on the other end is tier 3. You never see ground played, right? And know that... how is it called? Know that... ice, ground, field, what is it called? Marcacra in French. Swinub. Now that Swinub has lost field, I think ground has been hurt quite a bit. So it's tier 3 definitely. Field, however, remains super strong. Like, field is never weak for some reason. Where's Ilek? Okay, so there's no electric. Fine. Electric needs a rework, is somewhere there. Fighting! Fighting. Tier 2 dispatch, I think. But I think they have a rework for fighting that is coming somewhat soon. Like, it's been discussed a lot. The idea exists somewhere. So fighting will probably change rather than being buffed. But I'm going to give it a tier 2 nonetheless. Ghost is going, by a matter of fact, to be reworked. Right now it's tier 3. I agree that it needs some kind of rework. It may stay like it is, but they want to give the true damage to steel, which is fine by me. I think steel is like tier 1, by the way. Don't think steel needs a rework, but I understand why, from the point of view of a dev, you would want to rework steel. Because it's not, it's kind of, it's not a pretty synergy. Like, it could be designed better. It's working fine, but it could be better in the eyes of someone that likes to see its best concepts being applied. If that makes even sense. Fossils is weak, like tier 2, nothing better. Considering how difficult it is to build a fossil comp, not really worth trying. Floral is tier 2, grass maybe is top of tier 2 or lowest spot of tier 1. It's playable. I've run ranked games with grass, so it's playable, right? Poison is really strong, but it's a lot less easy to put into a comp. When poison is put into a comp, it's a really strong synergy. But it was the partnering crime of grass, and you can't get poison grass as easy as you could before, which is why you do not see poison as often. Water, by a matter of fact, is played a lot, and I don't think it's all that strong, but it's definitely up there. So there's a lot of playable synergies. This is a really good sign, right? This is a really good sign for the game. The patch is actually really cool outside of some sound units that break it. And humans are good. Humans were never bad. It's a good partner for fire and a lot of other comps. Just showing people that I'm still ready. Also, rocks are not in a meta that suit them. But I believe that a front line of 2 to 4 rocks with something else in the back can still work. So maybe I'm delusional, but I don't think that rock is all that bad. Like, rock isn't designed to be the core of a composition like ground is. So having ground be weak while it's supposed to be the core of a composition hurts the synergy a lot more than it hurts rock that is just supportive, right? Light, where do I put light? I've seen players use light, but I haven't seen it work. I heard you can do Exodia comps with Banet. For this reason, I will not put it to tier 3, but I will put it to tier 2, because I have yet to see them. And monster, I haven't seen monster. So it's been buffed, and I think it has potential, but I haven't seen it. So I'm lost at what I should do with monster. So just so you know, I'm saying it. The placement of monster will be inaccurate. I'll put it tier 2 for now, because I can't put it tier 1 without knowing it's strong. But I'll put it tier 2. So someone came and left, so that's just Rotata things, right? Oh no, it's Plagued who left, okay. So I'll show these people that I'm still here, and we'll order the synergies. So what is the strongest of them all? I expect it to be Psychic, right? I think it's Psychic, and then Ice because it counters Psychic. So these two are all the way up there because one is super strong and the other counter the super strong. I think Field is better than these other comps. Poison is all the way up there too. You could swap these. They're not. One is a core building synergy and the other is a supportive. So saying which one is better than the other, you can definitely swap them. But I will put Poison above Field, just because Poison can do wonders in grass. And then Flying and Fire and Steel and Grass and Water, those could be swapped, easily swapped. Wait for. Okay, so they left. Fine. A lot of those could be swapped. This is not perfectly accurate, right? I think this is accurate and the rest probably somewhat swappable, right? Let's be real. Wait for preloading. 30 sec. Which will give me the time to order those. So Dark isn't weak by any means, but I don't think it beats normal. Neither do I think. Oh, maybe it beats fighting actually. Human. Better supported than Rocks. Rocks should be down there, right? This you can argue. This you can argue. Okay, I'm fine with this tier list. I think it is the best I can do. Yep. You're missing many synergies, bro. I know. That's just the list Oh yeah, I could get bugs. I must Bug artificial baby. Oh yeah, bug artificial baby. And aquatic, a lot of them. What with this tier list? Okay. You know what? I'll be adding these synergies after the game. I don't know why they aren't in the tier list though. That's just weird. That's just super weird. So hot take, water will be dropped just because it's aquatic that's strong and not water. And bugs, I expected it to be tier 0 and actually they're not. Or at least I haven't seen them crushing games. So maybe they're just tier 1, like low tier 1. Probably artificial is tier 1 and top of tier 1, like it's super strong. How could I forget artificials and bugs? And Elec, I just said I would put it in rework because I've been saying it in a long time that it was too difficult to balance. Alright, so some people are listening to what I'm doing, right? I need the music. So what do we have? So we'll just be playing this, right? And lock the shop to keep the Azurill. Actually, I could play the bugs. I'm doing a tier list. Why don't I just try bugs? Oh yeah, because I got a fossil and bugs aren't resilient to getting random fossils, right? That's why I don't play bugs. Fair enough. I cannot play bugs. Sometimes the game sucks. Maybe if Yanmar is opened, I could do some Fossil 2 shenanigans, but that would even be underwhelming. Only one crisp remaining, by the way, so if you're tired of listening to me eating, soon to be finished. Hurt scale, of course. We get the Azurill. So we do not get the easy babies this time. I think that's for the best. We have to see how sound plays when you do not get the units for free, right? This could also be a water game, but I'm not all that fond of water. I just don't like the dodge. Actually, of course, water would be in the needs a rework if it wasn't so central in this patch, so I have to place it seriously, right? Which is why I didn't just put it in the rework category. Something that I would definitely have done otherwise. But you have to take water seriously this patch. It's like really played. So water 3, it's probably my best course of actions right now. I'm taking the Caterpie in case we play bugs. I'm taking the Hoppip in case we play grass, but with so many mana, it should probably just be water, aquatic, or sound. Like, I have 3 Mystic Waters. Actually, we can play bugs with this many Mystic Water and go for mana fee, right? Are we really winning this? Jaron, what are you doing? Well, actually, it's perfectly fine that Fire 3 loses to Water 3, right? That's to be expected. I'm not playing this to win. I just happen to win by a matter of fact. So Diglett, right, I do not open coughing. I do not open coughing. And we take the Flabébé. If the Flabébé is for free, we take the Flabébé, right? I will be a fool not taking him. This is not a floral game, so I will take the Weedle. I will take the Weedle just because maybe I play bugs for the sake of my tier list. Whenever playing bugs with a ton of mana, actually it could maybe work. Like, I may find some bug that wants mana. I don't have an idea right now, but maybe there is. So you go away. Not hitting a lot of useful units. Not hitting a lot of useful units right now. But we can fish. We can fish and see. We'll be able to roll sometimes a few turns later. So we should be hitting what we want by then. This is frightening. Already to Shinx this. That is frightening. This guy could spike really early and put a lot of pressure on the lobby. If that happens, well, I won't be happy with it. So we get the Eagly buff. Good sign. That's sound 2. We still can get the third baby to at least get 1 egg. But we can get it next turn and take 1 egg with 80% chance. If we can get a good one. Actually, it will be 60% chance, right? it won't even be 80% because we won the first round, unfortunately. So I'm taking the ice, and now what? No, I'm rolling, right? This is what we want. We can attempt to get one egg, which is neat. One egg should be enough if we can get it. Buff. I will roll once more. We get the Woobat. I'm selling the Finian so I can do one more roll and get another Woobat. So we get a place for an egg. Please give me an egg. That's 60%. And I get the egg. Fine. So I'm selling you all. Getting this and this and this. The level. So this. I should just play this way in order not to get badly focused. Could also just place like this. I do not even know if I'm winning this round, to be honest. I lost a ton of rounds to Gyarados. I may as well just lose. But as we've seen before, doesn't even matter. As we've seen before, it doesn't even matter. And we lose to Gyarados. As usual. That's the only way we can secure a portal, though. So maybe we just need to lose to Gyarados. Maybe that's just what works. So we've been evolving a lot of units. I will just take the level 6 instantly. And that's another fucking Chatot game. Okay, we'll play you, Chatot, if you force your way in. And this time we have the Aqua Egg. And we instantly have the Delta Orb to go with it. Which is a way better stuff than what we had before. It's a way better stuff than what we had before. So I'm not too worried. I'm not too worried. I don't know what we can do with this Starly. Maybe we can do something with it, maybe not. We'll have to see. I know for a fact though that I can sell this Magikarp. So this is too early. Fire comps will beat our ass. Like, they just spike way too strong right now. This is a spike that I can't match. It's just like last game. We've seen that we can't match such a spike so early. What do I want from all these units? Do I want the ice? I think I want the scale. There are a lot more physical composition in this game. So I want the scale to be ready to fight them. So we're stupid weak. We are stupid weak right now. But actually, Starly gives us flying 4, right? So with Chatot, Starly may be a good draw, actually. So this will be a close trade. Maybe we win, maybe we don't. We end up winning? Yes, we do. Close fight. Very, very close fight. We need the seed, and it's coming right towards us. That's a lucky draw. We need the seed, and it's given to us, which I like a lot. And I'll just go level 7, despite it be losing me some money. I'll just do it because I think flying 4 can help Chatot a lot, And because Shatot will get the Nomicon right now, I think I just want him to be strong. I'll center my comp, I think, this way. So we are still weak, right? Starly by itself sucks a lot. So what does it even do? Flies away with its target dealing? Okay, so it takes the target away. So fire comes. As expected, they are not easy to beat. But luckily, we make the cut this time. Super neat. So Jangmo-O. I don't think Jangmo-O is better than Jigglypuff, because Jigglypuff is evolved. And I don't think it's better than Starly, because Starly gives us Flying 4. But it's definitely coming. Once it evolves, it's definitely coming, right? Starly could be fighting. Starly could be fighting. That's just an idea that came to my mind right now. Starly could actually be fighting. I think it would suit it a lot. So this thing has a ton of attack speed. We're not making the cut this time. It's okay. It's always okay. However, oh, this thing is in the game. Clownshare is in the game, so I think I need Clownshare. I think I actually need Clownshare. Clownshare is super strong. And I have this Ditto, so I'm one Clownshare away of getting what I need. So what's this seed for? Mystic Water. This seed is for Stardust, and Stardust is for Chatot. And I'll be rolling. I'll do some rolls. I can evolve Subats, which is neat. Can I get something more? I don't think I can. You're flying, right? You are flying. So I'm keeping you. This could be a flying 6 comp, right? It could be sound flying. Like, there's definitely a spot for flying sound this game. Yeah, flying sound would be brilliant. So this is definitely entering the comp right now. Right. Like, I have to play Clawitzer. If I don't play Clawitzer, I'm stupid. And I have to climb levels now to be able to enter Flying 6. I enter Flying 6, and I think I even get rid of Sylveon, right? I think I even get rid of Sylveon this game. I don't need it. I do not need it. However, what do I do with my... Oh, well... The stone's just there, I guess. Can I get the scale? If I can get the scale, I'm golded. Yeah, I can get the scale! This is actually perfect. Perfect tanky stuff. For the time being, the unit that I really want to see survive is Sylveon. That buffs my comp, right? So I will give the armor to Sylveon. It can't be protected by flying, so it needs some other means to survive. So we should be level 8 by turn 20. I have enough HP so that I'm pretty sure that I survive by then. Pretty much no matter what we face, we should be okay. So this thing has a huge amount of mana. We'll probably need a mana scarf in order to be able to cast several times around, right? Do we win? I think we do. Wasn't looking too good, but nonetheless. And yeah, Klowitzer just helps a lot. As you can see, Klowitzer just helps a ton. And I don't think Jangmo-O comes in the composition anytime soon, right? Like, Jangmo-O, if we play flying, doesn't have its place in the composition. I could just get the level. I should just get the level, actually. That's 1 gold for a way better composition. I'm sacrificing this 1 gold. I will be at 50 for the OO and Lugia anyway, which is what matters. Sound 7, so I can afford to sell Sylveon or to replace gold by a better sound unit, better flying unit. All will depend on the next few stages. And I will of course climb to level 9 in order to enter flying 6. So who's my next flying unit? There are a lot of flying units available this game actually. There are a lot of them. It's just my legendary, isn't it? It's just my legendary. So we won't be able to do anything with this Mystic Water because we lost to Gyarados, remember? We just sucked as much. I will be taking this portal though. And hopefully the flying unit we get is good. I don't even know what they are. Maybe Lugia. Lugia would be really strong. And what do we get? We get OO. OO was nerfed a ton. So we'll see if it actually does anything anymore. I have to see. OO is way weaker than before. Wouldn't be surprised if OO wasn't playable. So I'll give this Mystic Water to Klowitzer, because I don't think I will be stuffing Klowitzer a lot, but having it cast a little earlier may change the whole round, right? It just may. So, because of Ho-Ho, we have to play with the sun, which will help the enemy fire comps, but actually the enemy fire comps will have the sun by themselves, so this should not matter. This should not matter. I'm actually getting a Meteor that is not helping me. I would rather have it rain. Do I go for level 9 right now? I don't think I do. I'm forcing. And Obscuros seems to be doing really well with his aquatic comp. Maybe the fact that we have the sun will help us beat Obscuros. Maybe the sun will help. But we won't see this time because we're put against Jaron. We put against Jaron, so we'll see later if we can beat Obscuros or not. I've beaten him twice yesterday in ranked, so that's my quota for the week. You do not expect to beat Obscuros all that often. The guy is just super good. I've said this several times. I think that's not a hot take to say that right now he's the best player in the game. There's not a lot of good items, is there? Not a lot of them are useful to me. So that's just how it is. I will have Clawitzer hold this thing. And I will go to level 9 this time. And enter Flying 6. And now I can replace Golbat with something better. And I can even replace someone else with Scizor, if I can get my hands on a Scizor. So the Swablu and the Scizor are really, really precious. So Utrasis hasn't had a chance. Couldn't even play its comp. I'm evolving Noibat. Noibat isn't leaving the comp. So this is a fine way to use this Ditto. Do I just invert those? I think I do. Like this. With Ho-Ho in the middle. So right bread, still not facing Obscuros. Still it's working. Still it's working. So this game was a perfect Flying Sound game, right? We've got the best additionals. I could evolve Electrike instantly, but it doesn't suit the comp, so I'm not doing it. We're not getting a lot of legendaries, are we? So Scyther. That's one Scyther. Maybe you could get Nincada as well, but no, I don't think I can. I don't think I really can. Power Lance though? What is Obscuros playing? He's playing Water. It's Water Aquatic, so Power Lance deals a great deal of work against this guy. We keep rolling. We are not hitting a lot of what we want. Actually, we are not eating a lot of legendary units at all. That's like really unfortunate draws. To be honest, that's like really unfortunate draws. So Obscurus probably counters us, right? The guy is smart, he plays anti-mana regen, so we are pretty much screwed. That's the reason why Aquatic is so strong, I think. It's because it counters sound. It's unfair because the guy is on my stream, so he knows pretty much everything that I do and that I plan to do. So he can counter me way easier than I can counter him. So that's actually playing dirty, but that's just the rules. I'd rather have people listen to me speaking than winning the games. If you could leave the stream when the ranked comes out though, that would be pretty neat. Scizor, it's a bit too late to get you though. It's a bit too late. So I do not get the unit I need. We can't evolve Swablu. However, maybe no. No. That's close, but we can't. That's close, but we can't. So what I can do, though, is take the Flame Orb. I think the Flame Orb could do a great deal of work for us. So I'll sell the Golbat. Golbat sees no use in my comp anymore, which means I can get the Alteria. So Alteria is not flying, but I can sell this. Get you in the front. Stuff like you. Give you fairy. And this is for Shattered. If this doesn't win, then we just don't win. If this doesn't win, then we just don't win. I think this doesn't win. Unfortunately, this doesn't win. So, well played. Like its composition is natural counter to us. If we do not get the chime show and the full strength composition, we can beat this guy. Which is fine. Top 2 is fine. Like, the point that I have to prove, and the reason why I spam sound, is that I want to prove that sound can always do great games, and only when you have the chime show, it should be unbeatable. So the fact that we can get top 2 against a comp that specifically counters us because Obscurox has no soul, we actually still prove a point, right? I've been lucky not to face him earlier, though. I could have lost a lot of chain wins. So the game was pretty fair with me, contrary to the champion, of course. But well, he plays by the rules, right? Like, Aquatic absorbs mana, I generate a lot of mana and rely on it, so he just beats me on this. Like, he's been the best. But of course, listening to me speak actually must have helped him a lot. Right? I'm not gonna lie. So I'm probably playing a fourth and last game. What the hell happened? Like 3 people instantly. So GMT YouTube live with 8. Do not hesitate to come again, of course. So this is a low elo lobby, really low elo lobby, but you never know with the Ratatas, right? I hope that there are new players, because the more new players, the better the game will be. But they may as well be Smurfs, you never know. Like, according to the patch, the Spanish translation has been made recently, and the fact that Spanish players could come will be insanely cool. Like, the Spanish community is really nice. I'm French, so I'm talking shit about the Spanish community, that's just how things go. But if they come play Pokemon Auto Chess, the game will just be better because they are plenty. And when it comes to communities, the Spanish community is really dynamic. So I would love to see them play the game. That's just a matter of fact. GG's last game. Yeah, you too. So there's a way to counter sound somewhat by playing Aquatic. So Obscurox has proven it. You can counter sound when it's not Ioko. I still have to see Chime Show, sorry. I still have to see if Chime Show is counterable. Wait for preloading 20 sec. I don't think a lot of people know that before you start the game you have to preload. Otherwise, loading will be long. Right? You are loading the game faster here than in loading screen. So that's something that a lot of people I think don't know exists. Oh, I have a call. Sorry. Okay, sorry. I was discussing. Actually, wait. I have to put my mic correctly. Sorry, I was discussing Christmas gift with my sister. So that was kind of important, right? So this game will probably start with 6. This is not the best quality game. Is Goldfire even loading? I have had problems loading myself, right? But that's because I'm streaming, I guess. I can expect my internet connection to slow down sometimes. And I'm using it. So, well, what do we discuss? I was saying that we've seen that sound can be somewhat countered, which is a good thing, right? Still, I think the fact that it beats every other comp so much is actually a problem. So I still think not the synergy, but the units, as I said, I maintain my opinion. Deserve some tuning down. Like, P. Jacko's strength is perfectly fine. You can perform really well with him, right? You can perform well with him, and it's like healthy. So correct walrus. First of all, I think the best walrus here is not you. The only one correct walrus is me. So yeah, and could you leave or load? Shouldn't the game have started? Am I bugged? I'm actually worried right now. Not like I am too attached to my elo anyway, but I'd rather earn some elo than losing it. So has it been 5 minutes? Because if I reload right now, I take the risks of the game starting before I myself can load, because my loading time is pretty slow. My loading speed is pretty slow, my loading time is pretty short. Sorry, not used to playing English quite as of yet. But I'm training, right? If I do these kind of streams more often, I should come to eventually speak a lot more fluently. Hopefully. Which would maybe be a good thing, but actually some people like when you have a really heavy French accent. I think this accent is quite liked around the world. Like, my English teachers always taught me to not speak with my French accent and to try to imitate the English accent. And then I came to university, and my physics teachers told me that you should keep your French accent, because if you ever go to like the States, for example, then if you do a physics conference and speak with a heavy French accent, you will instantly be considered like smarter, and people will listen to you more, because French people are known for being good at physics and respected for that, and the Americans love our accent. So they just told us to keep the French accent because it's actually precious, more precious than any English teacher ever told you, which I found amusing. So this guy was purposefully, when he was doing some of its lessons in English, speaking with the heaviest French accent that he could. And he's been one of the best teachers I ever had, so I'm trusting him on that. I think he's probably right. One of the smartest people I've met in my life. Really pragmatic, 2 feet on the earth. Taught me a lot more about physics than most other teachers that were like close to the math, to the equations. Like, of course we learned the equations, but we also learned how everything works way more with this teacher. Which is why I remember him actually so fondly. So I could get some range, but I could also just take some mana and get the Delta Orb. And I think Delta Orb is precious and important. We aren't getting the unit we really need, but we get a Ditto. So that's fair. We've got a lot of turns to get the sound units. I'm not too worried. We've got 3 water units. We can do a perfectly fine early game with just that. We will not be chain losing though, just because correct walrus will cancel or chain lose. So actually I would like to... 2 of them are AFK? Well, this isn't a high quality game. So I should just consider it free though. Should probably not even play sound, but I've started to take stuff for playing sound. Well, sorry for this game. Couldn't expect it to happen. Or maybe I could because they were all rats, but you know. Sometimes could play aquatic though. But I'm not in the mood for that. So I just buy this. Put it here. Buy all of this. Sell these fellows. And lock the Ditto. Don't want to lose the Ditto. Am I really able to win these rounds? Oh no, yeah. Like this ability... They know it's bugged. They know it's dealing more damage than it should. Still, the devs hate hotfixes so much that they don't correct the game's behavior. Why? Could have been fixed yesterday. That's just number tweaking. I know you have time, you on with your free time, and maybe you have some other things to do. But please, like, at least think about repairing what can be repaired. Please at least think about it. So correct walrus as a unit. What the... So this guy is playing? Maybe he's just doing some open fourth. I will be surprised to see a beginner do an open fourth, but actually, you know what? Why the hell not? Why the hell not? After all, if this guy is open fourthing, I've been doing that too in the past. I don't think it's the best course of actions when there are several AFKs, but... Actually, no, it's not an open fourth, right? It's just the random... it's just the random unit. So no, it's just really AFK. So I can't beat this composition because fighting is just too good against low damage composition in the early game. Like, it's probably the best tanky synergy early on. Doesn't scale as much as some others, but... What do I want here? I want Staryu. Okay, that is Golbat. We are fine with Golbat, and I will take the level and put the Golbat on the board. And I can do one roll. Oh, Jangmo-O? Really? Could have just kept him in the shop. Don't know why I bought him. But an early Jangmo, definitely neat. And because I got the Jangmo, I can roll once more, right? Or even twice more. Yeah, so I got the 4 sound units, which is what I need. I don't think I will be playing Eevee, right? I don't think I will be playing Eevee. So I will be positioning like this, you in the front, you in the back, and you in the middle. And that's probably a losing positioning against Gyarados. So I need to instead go probably this way. This way I could be able to beat Gyarados for once. And I do. And that's a lot of crits actually. I could do some crit shenanigans. So where's the sound? The sound is way away from me. Taking this portal. Do I go for level 6 or do I roll for Crobat? So this is another unlucky chatted game. We've chained them. Which is fair, it should happen. Right? If it did not happen, the comp would be broken, but still we've been unlucky. Like, by a matter of fact, we have been unlucky. And I will roll a lot. That's probably not the best course of action. But I'm not in a game that is too difficult, so I will roll and take risks. Right, I think that's only fair. To roll and take risks in this kind of games. Is Tapu Koko a mythic? Yeah, I think Tapus are mythic, yes. Makes sense, you just never see it played. So I have a lot of crits, I could do some critical strike stuffs. I have some mana too, so no, I think it's just Aqua Egg on you. And then probably Wonder Box for the time being on Golbat, because I want more specific stuff on Chatot. Alright, that should be my course of action. And the Wailmer, I could have put the Wailmer on the board. Probably should have put the Wailmer on the board actually. It's a lot stronger than what we have. Maybe I would have won the round with him. Maybe I still win the round though. Maybe I still win the round. Yes, I do. That's a close one, but that's a definite win. So people tell me all the time that I should keep 3 Dittos to get 2 Wailords. I kinda want to evolve Jangmo instantly, but I also kinda want to listen to them and to try the 2 Wailords. So you are not evolving and you are not evolving either, and I think I just enter the whale. The whale! The big, bad, menacing whale! Do I want Fluffy Tail? I don't think I do. For the time being, at least. The big bad whale enters the field! And now I'm just going level 7, right? Because the units that I want are actually epics. And in order to get the most epic units, you need to be level 8. So I think I'm just getting levels. This guy is dangerous. This guy is dangerous, so evolve the Kelia very early. That's probably some Ditto shenanigans, right? Must be. It must be because the guy is level 6 just as me. Actually, I could have gotten a lucky 3rd Jangmo. I have 2 of them. So is it really unexpected that he got 3 rolls? Not all that unexpected, right? So we'll be obviously seeing a lot of the same comps. That's just how how things work when they are AFKs. So this is a really late level 7. I've rolled a ton. That was probably a mistake, but in a high elo lobby I wouldn't have been allowed to do that. I would have been punished a lot more for doing such a thing. But in this low elo bracket, that's just not the case. I can afford a lot more things. And just so you know, I basically never fight those people, right? I've never played them. They've helped every single of my opponents a lot, and never helped me. I've only been facing serious people. Never have I seen these weak compositions. They've helped my opponents. I'm getting griefed. I am getting griefed, by a matter of fact. But that doesn't really matter, does it? We'll stuff you. Maybe one roll? Or two? I want to do a few rolls. See what I can get. And I can get a good unit. And I couldn't give you the item in time. Just unfortunate. So we can see correct walrus. Who is the correct walrus? To be fair, this comp that he assembled randomly, I've seen weaker comps. Which is actually insane. I've seen weaker comps than correct walruses. So you get this item, of course. And now I could as well roll for Whismer, but I think I want to roll level 8 rather. So I'm going level 8. I think it's the best level to roll at. And I also think that I want Loudred to get the mana boost instead of Golbat. So I was just like, this guy's comp. How does this guy beat correct walruses? Like, correct walrus must beat this guy, right? There's nothing in his comp. We won't be able to witness it because the guy is lost. But still, I don't think it's all that obvious that that he actually wins. Oh, correct walrus. Bet the other Ratata. That's huge. Maybe he has a chance to still face Ooh and beat him. I will be closely watching. I'll be watching closely. Is this guy AFK, by the way? He's not using his items. He may as well just be AFK. Right, I think he is. He never put Farfetch'd onto his bench. Yeah. The guy is just AFK. There's 3 AFKs. And 1 DC. What is this game? So he loses to correct walrus. I was kinda right. So this is a really ugly game. It's a really ugly game. 0783, another call. We'll just take That was actually a money-making call, so I just took it. You know, some things have priorities, right? Sometimes you have to admit that something are prioritized. So, well, we level 8. That was our goal all this time. So maybe we can get some useful things. Doesn't look like it, but will definitely be slow rolling. And I get this lucky egg, and this lucky egg is perfect. This lucky egg is actually perfect. So not many Dittos, not many Whalmers, so maybe the two Whalers are actually greedy. Maybe two Whalers are actually greedy, right? I shouldn't be expected to be able to play that. So what's this guy's comp, by the way? It's Ground Monster. Is Ground Monster coming back? I haven't seen it, I haven't been able to place it in my tier list really well. So I was one-shotted. I just got one shot. What happened? It just... yeah, it's just the Chrome things. So it's time to roll, right? I'm getting beaten down right now. So it's definitely time to try and roll. I'm really unlucky with these rolls, though. Right? I don't hit anything. Like, the game's really doing me dirty. The game is really definitely doing me dirty. Like, again, you shouldn't expect to get perfect rolls all the time, but you could expect to get good rolls sometimes. Like, you can get the worst rolls every single game. So maybe all my luck for today has been absorbed by the two first games, which were really super lucky. And I'm fine with that. However, I'm taking the Alpha Orb. However, this is really looking very unlucky, right? No Dittos. No Dittos whatsoever. No Loudreds. Like, no nothing. We've got nothing to play with. Okay, this is neat. I should be selling this in order to get close to 50 gold when the PvE comes. Like, I could be evolving Whalmer right now, and I know that I'm actually greeding. No, but that's just facts. I'm greeding. But I don't think that would be too unexpected to have unlocked Waylord by this time, right? Not like it's played. Maybe that's just because a lot of people are eliminated, and so the pool isn't emptied. But that's strange. The fact that we can't get our hands on a Waylord is kinda strange. So this guy loses to the Ratata. Field Ice is broken with like fucking Articuno. I don't understand why Articuno wasn't nerfed. I don't see how the unit is actually fair. I think Articuno was probably the most important buff on nerf on the last patch. Like, it's uber toxic, right? It just is. That's a matter of fact. Now, Articuno, it's probably toxic for the game with its team-wide freeze. So just not something you wish to see. However, I was saying it was OP. It does seems to be beatable, just terrible to face. Like, the comp was nerfed by nerfing Swinub. I think you should have nerfed It's not Swine Up that should have been nerfed, it should probably have been Articuno. Or maybe it was nerfed and just it wasn't written in the patch notes. I haven't seen it actually in the patch notes, so it's probably the same Articuno than before. I think the unit is toxic. That Articuno plus Abomas now being a thing. Really not something you wish to be in your game, I think. So what about that? I think it's choice specs rather than Wonderbox. Okay. That's a roll I missed. I should have taken this Swablu. Most definitely. And I'm not missing this one. I'm not missing this one. So I will be giving items to my priority units. And I do not hit anything! I need to move Chatot, don't I? Like, Chatot is really on the worst place on this board. That's because I moved Meloetta. I moved Meloetta so it was exposed to the monsters. We still win, but like I should just do this, right? And like have them in the back, just like this. That's the best positioning I could get. The game definitely takes its time, giving us the unit we need. Swablu. I could evolve it instantly, but I'm a little greeder. I'm a dirty little greeder. I'm a dirty little greeder. And this time I can't seem to beat him, right? Oh, maybe I can. Close. But definitely what we wished for. And this time I will take the box. And we roll! This is perfect. Actually perfect. Where are the Whalmers? Where are they? There's one! There's the second! And now I'm just doing this. And I'm giving this to Whalmer. To Waylord. No. Yeah! So we should be way stronger now. Likely. Yeah, this isn't even close. This isn't even close anymore. The comp has evolved into its final state. But you are way too exposed still. Is that the play? Actually, that may be the play. Right here. That may be the play. It's a really good positioning, I think. In the back. So this guy should instantly walk all the way up there. And getting to drag the left side of the compositions to win. So it's spreading the enemy comp so that my AoE damage dealer can do their job. It's a Stardust. It's a Stardust for like you. I don't think I'm going to level 9. So I should as well be rolling, right? Actually, I have a lot of HP still, so we can wait and see. And yeah, they are a lot more spread than before, which means that we can actually proc or anti-regen on the whole comp before it goes out of control, which deals a great deal of work against monster when they can't regen. I don't know which ghost this guy bet. I hope it isn't mine. It could as well be mine because I'm packed. But I must be packed, right? I have these AoE items. Maybe against the... I will see how this fight goes. To see if if I need to spread. Maybe I just need to spread. Maybe I just need to do this in order to get the Wailord focused and my backline not to get one shot. I don't know if it actually was useful, but it sure worked. So I can get the level, right? I think I can. Yes, I can. And I can even roll sometimes. So this is perfect, and this is a last sound unit that will at least do some casts. Maybe. Oh, I could take a dragon. I had a dragon, I'm so stupid. Can I get another? No, I can't. I've been stupid. My bad. My very bad. I could have just played the dragon. But this is working just as well. Well, that was a dirty game, right? Dirty, easy game. Too much AFKs. Plus 2 elo. I wouldn't expect much more from this kind of game. It would be unfair. So these comps were actually competitive. I'm glad to see that you can make this work. However, maybe a 6th ground and a 6th fossil would have been way better. So what would you have to have played? Like maybe... What is... okay, this thing is a monster and this thing is a monster too. But isn't the composition... No, he already has it. Well, a 3rd dragon would have made it this thing go to ground 2 and open ground 6. So maybe you sell this for a bagon. You lose some rock, sure. You lose rock. But is it all that important? Oh, he already has 3 dragons. Who is the 3rd? Oh yeah, it's Vibrava. No, so never mind. So never mind, that's not the solution. Never mind, that's not... yeah, maybe there's no solution, right? Maybe there's no solution to this problem. That was Mega Steelix? That's so unfortunate that he lost. That's so unfortunate that he lost. Had he had Rocky Helmet on the Mega Steelix instead of the Ptera, the Aerodactyl, sorry, would have been maybe better. Maybe you sell the Ptera, go to Fossil 4, and you enter... No, you do not want to lose rock when you want to play around Steelix, right? So you enter a ground rock monster, just a ground rock. Is like Geodude the best course of actions, really? I don't think it is. Well, maybe that's not an easy composition to make better, right? That's not an easy composition to make better. There must be ways that I didn't think about. Don't know if Hippodome was opened. Maybe it was. I don't remember. Maybe there are some things you can do. So, to end this stream, we'll talk about the last synergies that are missing in this tier list, right? So, I will do it verbally, because of course I missed the icons. So I'm dropping water. like somewhere there. It's not water that's strong, it's aquatic. Aquatic is tier 1 and it's probably all the way up there between ice and the poison. Like aquatic is somewhere here. Bugs haven't seen it work all that well, so they're probably on the lower tiers of tier 1 or the upper tiers of tier 2. I think they're probably more tier 1 than tier 2, but so not all this high. Unexpectedly, I would have expected it to be way stronger. Artificial is on the top here somewhere. It's probably even above Psychic, or just behind Psychic. It's all the way up there. Like, an Artificial is actually a good partner for both Psychic and Ice. And Electric, that is in needs a rework. That I maintain. It's too difficult to balance. You can really make a 6 electric comp work, but if you buff electric, then electric field becomes broken. So maybe need some design tweaking, actually, to be healthy. Okay, this was a fun stream. I actually was there for like 2 hours, maybe even more. So that's enough for me today. And I may be playing the rank later. Maybe I will play the 9 o'clock, 9 p.m. Ranked instead of the 6 p.m. I don't know. Maybe I will not do the first one because I've played a lot of PAC already, and just play the later one. Maybe I won't even play rank today. We'll have to see. It will depend on my mood. You know, I'm actually at a 100% win rate in ranked, so why would I risk my statistics to be weakened? Right, no, actually I have to say before I end the stream that the ranked lobbies are probably the best thing that happened to this game since I started playing it. Despite maybe the bot elo getting suppressed. Like, the top one thing that had been done is that bots don't give you elo anymore, and the top two thing are these ranked lobbies. Now, I was discussing with my friends that are not playing PAC, but I'm talking about the game a lot with them. They have tested it and didn't appreciate it as much as I do, and we agreed on the fact that on a low player base game, this system is probably the best system that could have been imagined. And that will probably do a really great deal of positive effect onto the player base. I at least hope so. So thank you for listening to me, and I'll just wish you a great evening or morning or whatever, depending on where you are on the planet, right? Speaking in English, so you could be everywhere, pretty much. And I'll say you goodbye until the next one, which will probably be a rejuvenation stream, right? Because I've been abandoning the game quite a lot. Because the last stream on rejuvenation, I actually recorded my internet window, so it's lost forever, and it actually just discouraged me. But I will start the game again, so one episode will sure be lost, but we will be continuing it. Maybe even tonight. Or again, it depends on my mood. I was in the mood for PAC today, so if some of you appreciate the fan game series, don't think there are a lot, but know that it's here and that it is not abandoned. Goodbye, people. Have a nice day. And this is the end. If I click there.